Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. The market continues to move in this triangle pattern that we talked about in the previous video. I don't have a very reliable triangle wave count, however, so the wave count itself remains the same. But obviously we've got this potential triangle shape, sideways consolidation, which doesn't really give us a very clear indication of where it wants to go. Well, I shouldn't say that because as you know, we talked about this 5-wave move to the upside, then a pullback here. That was the pullback that might have bottomed on the 1st of February. And obviously 5 waves up, a corrective pullback usually indicates an opportunity. So I'm still looking at higher prices. Yeah, I'm looking at higher prices, and there's a very, very clearly defined support region. It's between 41,709 and $39,605. These are the relevant Fibonacci support levels in the current pullback. It is possible that all of this pullback, which I call a wave 2 or B wave, but in the short term they are the same, well, that could be finished. It could be finished. We could be in the breakout already, but it's not very visible yet. It's not very clear. I'm looking at higher because we have a 5-wave pattern to the upside. That's typically an indication that the trend is up. I'm only looking at the 1 hour time frame here. So it might change again, but I'm only looking at the 1 hour. It's only the short term. And we talked about the daily time frame, even the weekly time frame in the previous video. So if you'd like to see a little bit more context, feel free to check that out. But, you know, at the moment, I'm looking at higher prices. We just haven't broken above resistance yet. So let me explain what the resistance range is. First of all, as long as we haven't broken above resistance, this wave 2 could still be unfolding. A, B, C, and it doesn't really want to come down. So I don't have a very clear favorite here. I don't have a very clear favorite between, okay, we extend the correction a little bit and then go up, or going up directly, which would be the orange count. No very clear favorite, but I'm slightly leaning towards the white count. But honestly, which means basically just another dip into the support region, which could offer the opportunity of adding a little bit. But it looks at the moment as if we want to hold that support anyway. And again, it's not necessarily a target because we have the orange count as well, which allows for a direct breakout. So things, you know, it's not crystal clear. But again, that they're just both different microstructures in basically the same scenario, which suggests that a wave 1 started a rally on the 23rd of January, completed that rally on the 30th. And the only thing is, okay, is the wave 2 already in, or do we extend it a little bit more? But overall, in both, I at the moment I'm watching for a bullish outcome. Okay, so what is the resistance area? You can pretty much see it there in red on the chart. This is Fibonacci resistance. And it's between, at the moment, 43,528 and 44,482. The reason is that such a B wave, highlighted here in white, can easily extend to the 138% Fibonacci retracement of the A wave. And that level is at 44,480. So that could be still an extended B wave possible. Either way, you know, this is the resistance area. Then we've got the ascending trend line of a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern, which adds to that resistance range. In addition to that, we've got the descending trend line of a potentially still unfolding triangle pattern here. And this acts as well as resistance. In addition, obviously, these previous swing highs. So that means I mentioned already what the resistance range is, but yeah, until we break above it, really, we have no clear breakout. But I can tell you that, in my view, as soon as we get a break above that inverse head and shoulders neckline, and it is currently at around 43,900, until we break above that level, I'm going to favor the white count slightly. A break above that level would be a signal that clearly the orange one is in control, but it needs to be a sustained break, okay? So it means, okay, we don't want a B wave spike and then break down again. It needs to hold wave 4 support and then also rally in wave 5. That again might be just a wave 1 of a larger, 5-wave move and so on. But I'm only sketching out the first 5 waves in orange. And Important, next target for the orange fourth wave is at 44,400. Let me see, I think I might have shifted slightly accidentally, or is it all good? Yeah, it's around about 44,400. That's the ideal target for a third wave. So ideally it reaches that. Then it needs to hold, however, wave 4 support, and that could just be a retest of the yellow line above and then a break higher. That would constitute for me a sustained break. Breaking, retest, break of previous high. So that's what I'm watching for. I think the situation is fairly clear. Looking at higher against $39,600, whether it goes up more directly through resistance, or if we go down first and then move up, only the market will decide. The market clearly doesn't know at this stage. They are both possibilities. I, as an analyst, can really only highlight what is the support and the risk, and it's down here, because below 39,600, if we get a sustained break below that level, a more bearish interpretation has to be considered. What would that be? Well, at this stage, it would likely just be a reset of the wave 4 a little lower. But we talked about that earlier today when I covered the daily time frame. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.